So what do we do and what we don't do? Our specialty is building the brain. We build the brain that does autonomous navigation. We don't build the robots themselves. At some point we may build an interesting robot in the future, but right now our business is delivering this value to OEM manufacturers who make these robotic devices that want them to be autonomous. So we're focused on providing that brain as a service to that manufacturer. So we're definitely looking at commercial companies making sort of larger robotic vehicles where there's a cost structure we can work with and still deliver highest value to the customer. We are very heavily focused on just ground mobile robotics that have a specific mission and a relatively complex mission. If you have a robot that just has to go point to point, there's plenty of other solutions out there that will do that. But if you've got a mission that has multiple boundaries and activity within those boundaries and sophisticated navigation that needs to take place, we're great at that. And we are focused exclusively on ground mobile robotics. We have looked at applications in marine environments where it involved nearshore and flat water environments. So we do have the capability to extend to those platforms. But right now we're focused mostly on sort of commercial scale ground robotic vehicle applications and the manufacturers and the customers inside those markets. So when I say outdoor, I think it's important to clarify that most outdoor applications are going to rely on GPS or radar of some kind for most of their navigation. The real issue is what happens when you get into environments where that GPS signal is denied or degraded. And again, we're excellent at that. We've got the platform handles a whole bunch of different other sensors that then come into play if the GPS signal is denied. We can rely on visual odometry. We can rely on LiDAR. We can rely on wheel ticks coming off the device itself. So having always on access to the GPS signal is not something that's a requirement for us. So we've got plenty of other things that can fill in the gap when that GPS signal is denied or degraded for some reason. So we don't do indoor, but it doesn't mean that we can't function within GPS denied environments. So I've talked a lot about what we're good for. I'll talk about a couple of things where we may not be applicable. First of all, if it's a low-cost consumer robot, then we're probably not a good fit. It's very difficult to get that type of sophisticated autonomous navigation in a consumer device and actually have it be affordable by anybody. So indoor applications, we don't do indoor. We're specifically focusing on outdoor. There are other applications where if you're just sort of doing point-to-point navigation and there's not anything within sort of a boundary or a pattern or a mission that's more complex, you can kind of get other robots to do that and do that relatively effectively for very simple missions. But we're more about taking on things where there's a complex problem that the customer has to solve with that mission, and they need a sophisticated autonomy platform to do that. So if you've got questions about what the Luna platform can do for you and your business and your customers, click on the link below or call us. We'll be happy to help you out.